Welcome back to Dawn of the Zeds, 3rd edition. Yes, we're getting into an event card. We do 2 event cards an episode. And our starting event card this time is Zeds Disease Quickening. Oh, that just sounds great, doesn't it? We don't do the first 4R on Outbreak level, but we will be rolling for an Outbreak. We're at 2, so the only thing that's going to cause us an issue is rolling Snake Eyes. So let's not do that. And we roll a 10 as per usual, so no problem with that. We don't have to roll a die for eating. We have nobody in the hospital, so don't worry about that. All right, so first up is the highway track. Ooh, and then we got the farm track, forest track twice. So first up, highway track. All right, once again, we're on the highway track. This beaten up Zed unit is going to come right in here into their face. That's going to increase the infection level 1 because of hand-to-hand combat. This time we're equal, but we do get +1 shift, so it's going to be human advantage. Let's get rolling the dice. Human advantage, and we roll, of course, a 10. Yes, the dice are blessed. Human advantage 10. That's going to be 3 hits to the Zeds, no hits to us. Love it. This Zed unit is destroyed. And yes, I should learn to read cards because it says I jumped ahead. It's not going to affect gameplay, so we won't worry about it. At the beginning of this phase, make a fate draw. Place a new Zeds unit on the start space. Alright, so we make a fate draw, and it's the mountain track. Alright, so let's see. Make a fate draw. Place a new Zeds unit on the start space of the fated track. And we get to hang on to this. Ooh, what is this card? Community Organizer. Hold for later. Play during your action phase. Place a new available regular or heroic civilian unit on your choice in town center. Yes, I love it. All right, hang on to that. Okay, so we're going to have to pull a Zed unit for the mountain track. During this turn, each regular civilian unit eliminated or sent to hospital. After its saving roll, place a new Zed unit on the space where it was killed. Apply a stacking limit. Okay, like I said, didn't affect anything because I got reading the card. So we need a new Zed unit on the mountain track. Yes, I should start to do things in order. All right. And, new Zed unit on the mountain track. And we end up getting, okay, a little wimpy 4. Perfect. That's what we want. Okay. And now we have a double forest track. All right, it's forest track time. So the 3 units, so it's equal. The Defiant's going to come off these guys. It's no longer Defiant. Equal, it's going to be a human advantage shift. Our infection rate going from 3 to 4. Human advantage. Ooh, oh, ouch. Ooh, oh, ooh. There we go, law of averages. We roll a 3 on the human advantage table, and that's going to be pretty bad. So, oh my goodness. The Zeds only take 1 hit. But our civilian unit takes a 3 and has to go away. So 2 flips them over. 3 is going to put a damage on them. Holy jumping, did they ever get smacked? And then these guys are going to take 1. So that will actually flip them over to a 2. Wow! Now that's unkind. We might need to get our salvation unit up here to heal these guys. Ouch! All right, and they are going to move again, so they move into here, and I'm going to change my battery. Then we're going to have a hand-to-hand combat. I think we're going to have the sheriff taking these guys on. All right, it's another hand-to-hand combat, which means our infection goes from 4 to 5. Now, the sheriff is double strength of the Zed unit. He gets a +1 shift as well, so it's going to be 3 times human advantage. Come on, sheriff, do your stuff. A 4! Oh, wow. Okay. 3 times human advantage, he rolls a 4. So the Zeds take 2 hits, and the sheriff takes a hit. But the Zeds have to retreat. Wow! So they take 2 hits and retreat. Didn't even get rid of them. At a 3 times human advantage. Okay, as you can see, and the sheriff now takes a hit. Ouch! That's pretty sad. That is very sad. All right, we did manage, I do believe. We didn't lose any civilian units to the hospital. We almost lost these guys, so the text didn't take effect. Wow. And now we get 3 actions on the clapboard and all of our other regular actions. Holy jumping. Okay, got to figure out what it is we want to do with our 3 actions and all of our other actions. Alrighty, I think it's on our action turn now. So during your action phase, place a new available regular heroic civilian unit on the town center. We're going to spend that right now. And we're going to bring in some characters we haven't seen until right now, and that is the Farmingdale Furies. Heroic civilians. They're a strength 6 or 3. They are one tough hombres or brawlers. They can't make gunfire attacks. But every time they take a hit, they can cancel the hit on a 4, 5, 6. Awesome. So we have a brand new heroic civilian unit, the Farmingdale Furies. And on the board, they come into the town center. Okay, we have basically a total 4 actions. We're going to have the leadership action for the sheriff. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and have these guys do a salvage. They might as well forage because they can, and they roll a 3, which doesn't get them anything at the farm. Oh, we wanted some supplies, but that's not happening. That was his leadership action. Okay, so let's get moving. We're going to take our first regular action, and we're going to move our sheriff 1, 2, 3, a free move into town because of the mayor, and 4, he's going to take himself to the hospital and lick his wounds. And then I'm going to have to, we got 3 actions remaining. Alright, with our 3 actions remaining, we're going to take the Furies. They have a movement speed of 4. They're also faster on roller skates, I believe. They're a roller derby team. So they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. They're going to come here to the farm. And that was an action. We have 2 actions remaining. So for 1 more action, we're going to take this heavily wounded unit. They can move 2, 1, 2 to here. We're going to back them off. And for our final action, which is the player action, we're going to spend that to heal our sheriff. Boom! He can heal 1. And that's going to cost us a supply. And our infection rate drops 1. So we're going from 5 infection down to 4. Okay, so we took a bit of a beating there on the farm track. But that now is the end of this card. Alright, let's have another event. Alright, it's time for another horrible event. So we get a Suburbs Night Assault. We don't look at the 4R. We are going to be rolling for infection because we're sitting at 4. We want to roll higher than a 4, please. And we roll an 8. So not an issue. We won't be having an outbreak, thank goodness. We do need to eat 1 supply, though. So we're going from 12 down to 11 supplies. And now, at the beginning of this phase, +1 infection per Zed unit on the Suburb track. We have 1 Zed unit on the Suburbs track. +1 infection to 5. Place a new Zed unit on the Suburbs track. We ignore the Zed. And defending units receive no terrain bonuses. Ooh. But we're not going to have hand-to-hand because they're not going to make it. But we're going to end up with a mob. Oh dear. Alright, let's go ahead. We're going to put 1 more Zed unit on the Suburb track. And then they're going to move 1 space. Okay, we reach into the giant bag of doom and we pull out 1 more Zed unit. Let's hope it's a wimpy one. We pull out a... Oh god, we got lucky. We pulled out a 3. So that's still not good because now we have a mob of 8 strength and they're going to move 1 to here. 8 to 2. These guys are going to be in a little bit of trouble. Well, that was it. That was we got away pretty lucky for the night assault. There was no hand-to-hand, so we didn't worry about anything. And now we get 2 actions on the clapboard, plus all of our other regular actions. So let's figure out what we want to do. Alright, maybe I'm wasting actions, but I really want to get units healed. So for our 2 actions, our 2 regular actions, we're going to take our heavily wounded civilian unit 1. It's a free move in here. 2. We're going to move into the hospital. That's action 1, movement. And our second action, they will heal once in the hospital, removing that 1 heart marker. The next heal will, of course, flip them over. So that heals them 1, which means our infection rate goes from 5 to 4. We get rid of 1 infection. We have 1 player action left. And we have the sheriff's action. His leadership action. Yeah, what am I going to do? I think we're going to get the sheriff moving. It's a free action to town center. because of the mayor. He can move up to 4 spaces. And I think with this mob coming down this track, he's going to move, I think, well, he's in the hospital. We're going to get him moving down, I believe, the Suburbs track. All right, so he's popping his way out of the hospital. Free move, 1, 2, 3. Oh, we can't go in there. Okay, well, he'll go to here. We're just going to keep him hanging around here because if there's an attack here, it's going to be bad news. And the sheriff has a pretty good shooting ability. He can actually shoot 1 space away as well, like 2 away for a -1 shift on the gunfire table. So adjacent, he's a 5. 2 spaces away, he's a 4. So that's pretty good. And I do believe, was that all of our, that's all of our actions just gone. Well, hang on, no, he has his leadership action. He might as well use it now that he's adjacent to some civilian units. He's going to get them to do some salvaging, perhaps foraging. They roll a 2, so they find nothing. They find nothing. Nobody listens to the sheriff at all. I think that's, wow, that's very quickly. That's the end of our card. We did all of our actions. Suburb Night Assault. And I think we're done. So we're going to zoom out and we're going to wrap up our episode for today. Alright, well, we're definitely taking the healing into effect. Oh, I don't know if I used a... oh, geez, I healed these guys. I think I have to use a supply, which I think I forgot to do. So we're down to 10 supplies. Yes, every time you heal, you have to use a supply. And I think that's it. So if I've made any errors, of course, check the comments. I will try and catch things in editing or then fix them up in the next episode tomorrow. So we got the Farmingdale Furies out there now. We get a new heroic civilian unit. That's awesome. They're a 6 strength. Wow. And they're tough. They get to have saves on hits. So thanks so much for watching. Well, thanks for your comments, subscriptions, and likes. This is Dawn of the Zeds 3rd edition. We're playing the Outbreak level. Things getting a little bit tense. We haven't had an outbreak yet, but you know it's coming. It's coming. So thanks so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Dawn of the Zeds 3rd edition Outbreak level. Alright, one little correction here at the end. When the sheriff did his heal action, we didn't use a supply for him. So we're actually down to 9 supplies. I think I got everything caught up now. So thanks so much. See you tomorrow. Continuation Dawn of the Zeds 3rd edition. We're playing the Outbreak level.